Nerdrotic.com.
Welcome to the Super Chat Square Up. We're going to get right to it because we have a lot to cover. I will repeat once again that I am rereading all the Super Chats over again. I am in between producers who, our next one's going to be X-Ray Girl, and they usually keep track of the Super Chats and give me a list of what I didn't get to, so it saves a lot of time. But right now, better safe than sorry. Let's do them all over again, shall we? Now, it's going to take time, but we're going to get to all of them, and we start right now with Chris Raspo for 5 Canadian pesos. I like Tom from Midnight's Edge take. This could be the next independent film revolution, like late 80s or early 90s. It could be. It very well could be. It's going to take a lot of time, though. It will take time. Zadine Star Shadow for $10. Can you guys cancel me for my birthday? You are canceled. You're done. Thank you for the $10. Mr. X for 2,500 Chilean pesos. What are the chances of other hidden conservatives in entertainment following Gina's lead? Thanks for everything you do and stop consuming Disney. Vote with your wallet, folks. Vote with your wallets. Matthew Wright with $200. I think we need to push freedom. Come to Texas, and now we will push forward. Go, Gina. Go, Gina Carano. Lorena Creel. Lorena Creel. She has her own channel. Go check it out. For $1.99. Hashtag I stand with Gina Carano. I do too. And sit with her. Montreal Fanboy for 10 Canadian pesos. Hail, soldiers. We need Americans to lead the way out of this culture war. Gary. Crowdfund your own studio for movies and comics and rally all the disenchanted creators. Seriously, there are tons out there. There are. We'll, I'm not going to start my own movie studio. Come on. I could barely handle my own channel. But I maybe somebody will, and I would support that. Now, I am going to, once I get moved to Texas, I'm going to have my own studio, like a legit studio. For podcasting. And, once I'm freed up to create more content, which I have very little time for right now, solo dad while Mrs. Nerdrotic's gone. And yeah, it's, I've just been so tied up. That's why I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm sorry, but you will be seeing this before Friday Night Tights, and it's going to be a hot episode, a very, very hot episode. Of course, some of you may have heard of the Zack Snyder and Geeks and Gamers incident, and I will say everything on Friday Night Tights. I am going to be reviewing the Snyder Cut in between doing this tonight. So, Montreal Fanboy, thank you for the 10 Canadian pesos. Brightest Day for $2. Hashtag derp fake. Well, I'm not sure what that was a reference for, but we can just say that maybe he was talking about the Luke Skywalker return. I don't know. Evan S. for $4.99. Can Perry Chan please post his videos to his YouTube channel? Odin, put the meat down. Can Perry Chan? He does. Evan S. He does highlight reels. So go check him out. Brent Height actually he posts them on Nerdrotic Daily. So subscribe to Nerdrotic Daily. I got that wrong. Brent Height for $5. Recent Nerdrotic fan, and I'm digging this anti-woke discussion. Thanks. Well, you're quite welcome. You are quite welcome. Samuel Myth for £2. Sorry, Az, you look like Joss Whedon. No, he doesn't. Speaking what is it? Freddy Frog Prince. Someone really needs. Oh boy, I got to read this one slowly. Speaking of Freddy Frog Prince, someone really needs to rip Gunn a new one as well. James Gunn. And I'm sorry, I just need to geek out a little. Scarf was in the opening squeal. Oh, the scarf from the opening that was a Tom Baker scarf. Yes, it was. Frank Sarko for $50. Evening Friday Night Tights crew. Happy to see that Gina Carano was able to ask, what does God need with a starship? And came out stronger than ever. Fantastic. Oh, that's a great analogy, Frank. Great analogy. Darth Gorbag for $11.11. Everything happening, and this is part 1 of 2. Everything happening this year has been so bad for my mental health. I needed to increase my antidepressants starting today. I'm sorry to hear that. But also need more good news and more humor. Fortunately, today I got good news that Gina Carano is making a new movie with Ben Shapiro, and I got humor from you guys in the form of deep fake parody of Ben Shapiro and the Prez. Double blessing the Ben. And that was, of course, not us. And you know what? I'll play that in the middle of this video. I'll play a little bit of it. Kyle Dunnigan is a great comedian. Go subscribe to his channel. He just came out with a new At Home with Stallone, and it's great. Adam Jericho for £5. I was done with Disney and Lucasfilm after Force Awakens. I could see where it was going. Yesterday was expected, but glad she won't be canceled. She is not canceled. Far from it. Come out the other side. Would have been a good example for Zack Snyder. Jillian N. for $19.99. Shapiro's 11. Gina Carano, Clint Eastwood, Stacey Dash, Kevin Sorbo, Christy Swanson, James Woods, Candace Cameron Burr, Kirk Cameron, Tim Allen, Roseanne Barr, Scott Baio. They plot to move the entertainment center to Texas. I'm all for it. Move everything to Texas except for lame Californians. Move Fart for $2. What do you think of a Sliders remake? I don't want anything remade right now because it'll be woke shit. Sliders was a good show. Plumber's Butt Crack for 5 Canadian pesos. Love Friday Night Tights. You all feel like my bros, and you always make me laugh. Ah, thank you. Thank you. You guys are the show. You guys make us laugh when we're, secretly, when somebody's going a little bit too long with a rant, we always have time to check out the chats. Aluminum Falcon for $5. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Brightest Day for $5. In Brightest Day, in Blackest Night, no evil shall escape our sight. As long as a good deed as good keeps us. I got to start that over. In Brightest Day and Blackest Night, no evil shall escape our sight. As long as good keeps up the fight, what's done in evil will be brought to light. Indeed. Indeed. Wadsworth for $5. Hail, FNT. Think we're about to witness the dawn of Moviegate? Would love to see it. Also, get Gina on the show. Would be epic. Love you guys. Well, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Gina is a celebrity that I would bring on. And as far as Moviegate is concerned, I think it's already happening. Hail the room and hail Gina. Daily Wire subscribe. Can't wait to receive my Leftist Tears tumbler. Indeed, Dean Timothy. You have a lot of company, I guess. A lot of people subscribe to see that interview. Thank you for the $20. Publius Publicola for $5. If there is a civil war for the future of Star Wars, then Jon Favreau doesn't have to stay for the money, but to fight the fight. Maybe. I just don't think there is one. I don't. There's no real evidence of that. There is different visions. I think there's interoffice politics, but Kathleen Kennedy is the boss. Geekdom for $5. Carrie, have you listened to James Lindsay? You should check him out. PhD in math, smart dude, but math is racist. Patrick M for €50. Love you guys and gals. Keep standing up against the craziness in Hollywood. You're fighting for a good cause. We need a louder voices in the culture war. Hail Gina Carano. Hail Gina Carano. Oh boy. Le Chevalier du Les for $5. It's French, and I don't speak French. I don't speak Spanish either. 5 Canadian pesos. We love Gina Carano, and you guys and gal aren't bad either. Thank you. Goenko Guchev for $5. Love the show, guys. Greetings from Pittsburgh. Hail, Pittsburgh. What's up? Home of the Stillers. They call it the Stillers. Excuse me. IK 1906 for $5. Gunn wouldn't have said anything if Gina was not a conservative because she is. He falls in line with the other cultists. That is true. James Gunn is a prick. Justice for Gina for 10 pounds. Marvel claim they're woke. Remember that they canceled. Marvel claim they're woke. Remember they canceled Jessica Jones, centered around a woman. Luke Cage, a mostly black cast. Iron Fist, around Asian culture. Daredevil, character with a disability. I know. They're not. Marvel is part of Disney. Hypocrisy runs deep with that company. Dolorous Ed for $4.99. One of my favorite characters from A Song of Ice and Fire. The Eeyore of A Song of Ice and Fire. Did someone say blowing hookers for $4.99? Yes, they did. You weren't hearing things. TJ Swan for $5. Are you still going to give, quote unquote, free advertising with your reviews? Your words, not mine's. Yes. Bob252 for $20. Thank you for the donation. Nightwish fan 1991. Thank you for the $5. The moment this happened, I said Ben Shapiro needed to pick her up for Daily Wire. Glad he seized that opportunity. Now, back to what TJ Swan said concerning reviews and reviewing stuff from companies that we have problems with. Yes, I'm absolutely going to still review the Snyder Cut and other Marvel films. As far as Disney Star Wars stuff goes, probably not. And I'll tell you why probably not. I can watch this stuff without giving them a penny. I don't subscribe to Disney Plus. I still have to review stuff, but the Disney Star Wars stuff doesn't interest me. Like flat out, it doesn't interest me. And it's because it's a poorly executed world and the actual content from Star Wars is horrible. Doesn't help that the people behind it are horrible. And with the Gina Carano canceling, that does factor in, but I still need to do my job. I don't like Hollywood right now. I don't like the entirety of that town, and I still cover pop culture because that's why I came here. That's why over 330,000 people have subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for you all. The vast majority like the reviews. And some like the live stream, some like my take on stuff, but the reviews are what get the most views. They get the most attention, and they're the thing I like doing. That's what I initially wanted to do. Review good and bad and give you my honest opinion. And the Snyder Cut will be honest. And yes, I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it. Andre Fernandez for 100 Argentinian pesos. Gary, I got a 12-hour Twitter ban for dropping an F-bomb to a blue check mark who was celebrating the firing of Gina in 5 seconds. Are those highly protected than regular people? More protected than regular people. Wanted to tell them all. Maybe they are, Andre. I'm guessing they are. That's why they have the blue check marks. And yeah, I got a ban too for dropping the R word. Consider it a nice break from a shitty platform. Adrian Mrazek for 20 pounds. Thank you, Adrian. Hail, Gary and panel. I'm late again. I can't say anything. I'm glad to see that the Daily Wire is actively fighting back. Ethan made major move with All Caps Comics and a new warehouse. I've backed his projects in the past. Now it's time to back Daily Wire. Oh, there you go. Good. Back independent projects if they are good, if you like them, and if you like the people who create them. That's where we need to go. Ultimately, I would like the bottom line. What I would like from Hollywood is more understanding. That's all. And to be apolitical at times, or to maybe let's start small. Don't demonize an entire group of people. Rooftop Korean wasn't at the Capitol either for $5. Stop giving your hard-earned money to the corporations, sports teams, politicians, and Hollywood. Hashtag don't give your money to people who hate you. Exactly. You can watch my reviews and you don't need to watch Star Trek. That's one way to do it. Aluminium Falcon for $10. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. Mikey Gussler for $10. Did you guys see that Angry Joe supports the firing of Gina Carano? Yeah, I did. He also called the quartering and everyone on his stream last night opportunists. Yep. He's disappointed she's connected to you guys. I don't care. Angry Joe has a huge channel, has a huge following, I guess known for his games reviews. I don't start beefs with other YouTubers. I genuinely don't care what he says. He has no effect on my channel. Gary Jensen for $5. I like this place here is a 5 spot. Thank you so much. Thank you. And hey, you might like Angry Joe, and I'm sure he offered, I've never subscribed to his channel, so I don't know. I watched a couple of his Star Trek reviews, and I agreed with some of his Picard review. I would just say, honestly, focus on your content. You have a really, really successful channel, and just focus on that. Don't worry about what other YouTubers are doing. Hashtag cancel culture. Hashtag F Disney. Hashtag F Lucasfilm. From Reveal, man, I'm terrible with names tonight. Arvida. Reveal Arvida. Thank you for the $2 Australian. I appreciate it. Ufe K for 20 Danish krona. I heard a rumor that Gary once owned a comic shop. You did. And it's true. For 10 years in San Francisco. Primer for $3.99. What? Az is bald? I know. It's a shock. Actually, he just shaves his head and everywhere else. No. Revenge of the Netherrealm for $5. I feel like what happened to Gina Carano by Disney and Lucasfilm was exactly what the old Saved by the Bell cast did to Screech. Hashtag I stand with Gina Carano. And Screech is gone now. May he rest in peace. My Dirty Home for $2. Gary's beard is fake. Hashtag beard wig. That's right. It's a fake beard. It's not attached to my face. Primer for 99 cents. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Theta Sigma for $50. Hail Friday Night Tights. Let's all thank Gina. She's launched the opening salvo, and we can clearly see the hill Disney will die on. And yeah, but it's not going to be an overnight death, but it's like death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's what these things keep doing to these corporations. And when they do stupid shit, like Warner Brothers did last night, they just lose more and more fans. McKinney 90 for $50. Hail to the fabulous and fantastic Friday Night Tights. Hail to you. Thank you, McKinney 90. Good guy. Mike Trout for $5. Thug Legit Tough Guy says, come at me, bro. I'll F you up. Just don't cancel me, bro. Just don't cancel me. I know, right? Falim Gates for €10. It's about pandering and profits. Disney thanks China for the filming of Mulan in the region where the Uyghur genocide is being committed, and yet chastise Gina Carano. Groupthink has gone mad. The world has gone mad. Justice for Gina for $2. The only place left will be the moon. Pretty much. Left cross for $4.99. Full disclosure, it's currently below negative 30 in the Dakotas. But other than air hurting your face, it's great. Yeah. Mitch Thibodeau, thank you for the 10 Canadian pesos. I appreciate the donation. James Adams for $5. CBS killed Star Trek. Disney just killed Star Wars. Why is Pedro still there? He has said much worse. The hypocrisy is absolutely disgraceful and on display all the time. Gary Jensen for $201. Thank you, sir. For Texas is still good. Just stay out of the big city. South Dakota, don't. Born and grew up there. It's free, but also nothing. Yes. And just a reminder, I read a lot of these. I'm reading them all over again. just so I don't miss any. Matt M for $5. Kevin Sorbo was just banned from Twitter. 500,000 followers he got back. But yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Commodore Stargazer for $5. Soylent Green is people. It's made of people. Classic movies. That's right. Oslaf for $4.99. Justin Who? Bieber? I'm not sure. Ufe K, thank you for the 10 Danish krona donation. Lou DeMarzo for $4.99. What did the zombie say to Army Hammer? You're going to eat that? Oh.
Where's the trigger?
Oh,
Where is it? You never give it to an ordinary.
That's what I meant to hit. I had it set wrong from today's stream. Not editing any of this. Matt Chu for $5. I went for Ben Shapiro. I stayed for Michael Knowles. Oh, very good. Very good. Borg Porg for $5. Tell Perry Chan to do a video with you guys in the Little Rascals movie during the soapbox race before they erase Donald Trump's scene. Is he in a Little Rascals remake? They'll probably erase it. I didn't know that. Piano ASMR for sleep, anxiety, and relaxation for $9.99. I think John Campea has an ego from working at AMC, and he doesn't stand the fact that the normal people like you all are surpassing him. Every time one of you is mentioned on his show, he goes nuts. Is that true? Is that true? Yeah. You know, you pump a bunch of money into studios and hiring producers and stuff, and by all means, you know, do that. But yeah, Campia's approach has always been, it always comes off, whether he means to or not, like he is talking down to his audience. And no, we're talking to each other. We are just fans. We're just fans.
It feels apropos that you would be the first person that I'm training with in my like Captain Marvel gym.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
No. Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No,
there.
I think she is.
Yeah, she's
Ouch.
hurt. She took a hard fall off there.
Make sure you give your kids Crest. You see, Crest has Floristat. It's a unique formula, and no other toothpaste has ever done a test to prove it's better than Crest at fighting cavities.
Use your imagination.
Said I could get the job.
Crest, the dentist's choice for their patients, should be your choice.
The bottom line is I hear all this bullshit from women about, oh, how far they've had to come, how they're still so oppressed, the mythical wage gap, all this bullshit. Listen, you had it good. You had a good thing going. In the 50s and 60s, all women had to do was cook and get fucked. That's it. For some reason, you couldn't handle it. You had to ask for more. I would take that right now. I'll delete my channel. I'll quit my real job. Everything. If I could just cook and get fucked for the rest of my life. God damn it.
Get your small titties out.
Get your small titties out.
Let's go!
Fucking here, Ryan. You got some killer ass tits.
Not my proudest fat.
Keeper of Tracking, thank you for the 3 Canadian pesos. I appreciate it. Ragfire for $1.49. Thank you for the super sticker. XenoWorks for 10 Canadian pesos. Your boomer skill has gained a level. Thank you. I always appreciate that. Always trying to improve. The Opposition HQ for £5. Perry Chan, please do a video on Gary's boomer moves. For the love of God, this is hilarious. It's okay, Odin. I'm Catholic. And it is. Hey, if you guys can have a little fun at my expense, please do. Please do. We need to laugh at something. And if we can't laugh at ourselves, what else can we laugh at? Damage and I for $2. Great panel. Hashtag Dark Council on FNT needs to happen. And it does need to happen. Infinite Soul for $5. Timberlake wants to be a Marvel hero. Well, he would fit in right now. The Legion of Reason for $6.99 Canadian. Is that some woke 12-step program Timberlake is in? I think so. No, it's called a cult. Sith Cake for $5. I don't take responsibility. I won't be better. Tim Scorpion for $2. Can Justin apologize for Dick in a Box? I hope not, because that's one of the best things he's ever done. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow for $5. The only comedian, mainstream media personality that did not dogpile Britney was Craig Ferguson back in the day, based on his recovery experience. Exactly. And I want to point that out right now. I want to make something very, very clear. Very clear with what's been going on with the Zack Snyder stuff and what he said on Geeks and Gamers stream and what has been said after. Through my recovery experience, I cannot be the kind of person who is just going to say, fuck it all, fuck everything. I understand what Hollywood is. I completely understand. I understand what Warner Brothers is, Disney is. I know what they do. I know why they're doing it. I try to explain it every day, and hopefully we're all learning things together. I make mistakes. You guys teach me in the chat, but I am not going to black pill everything. Certain franchises, yes, as far as giving them my money, but as far as covering pop culture, doing what I do, I'm going to continue doing what I do without a single apology. Stephen W. for £5. Thank you for the donation. And Sporking News Podcast. Check out his channel. Good guy. Thank you for the $5. Salsa Chupacabra for $6.99. Disney doesn't want it anymore, so take my money. Thank you. I will take it, and I will try to do my best, and I will not try not to disrespect anybody. I will disagree with you. I might vehemently disagree with you, but I will not shame you, put you down, unless you come at me hard. And that, listen, I'm a man. I'm a fallible human being. James, thank you for the $20 donation. I appreciate it. You are the man. Frank Sarko for $10. SJWs aren't interested so much in a dialogue as they are a monologue. I got a hard conversation for them in my pants. Oh, Frank, you the man. Blue North Bear for $2. We will outlast them because our stories are better. Our stories resonate with reality. This is true. Our audience will grow. Give money and time to Gab TV, Unauthorized Minds, EVS. Build it and they will come. P.S. High care. Yeah, if you build it on a solid foundation, you're consistent and you're consistently good. Yeah. But you can't put aside that we are offering something different. That's why we all came here. I came to YouTube because I was looking for something different, and I got that. And I get that every day still, despite some of the very negative changes that YouTube has done. You're going to hear my phone. Sorry. Lou DeMarzo for $4.99. The stream is full of common sense and fantastic takes. This war will be a long one. Thank you. But we'll come out on top in the end. Love all you guys. Be safe. It is a long one. We can't run every time we take an L. We can't spurg out every single time something happens. Feel your emotions. Be pissed, especially with the Zach thing. I was pissed. Everybody was pissed. You sleep on it. And listen, it's Jeremy's channel. It was Jeremy's decision. And I am not going to judge anyone. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Friday Night Tights tonight. You'll know. But there was a stream last night. There was the charity stream, of course. Zach came on and felt like he needed to distance himself from Geeks and Gamers. And then he followed it up with a lame virtue signal that really sounded like he was saying it all in one sentence, that he was relating Geeks and Gamers to a hate group, essentially. And no, we do not know if he doesn't believe that. We don't know if it's separate because he hasn't said anything. Now, if Zach comes out and qualifies his remarks and say they're two separate things, that's fine. I don't mind him separating himself from Geeks and Gamers. That's fine. That was understood beforehand, by the way. That was understood. Ultimately, they were trying to raise money for charity. And as I said earlier, no good deed goes unpunished, but it doesn't mean you stop trying to make good deeds. And you know what? If you just get beaten to death and you die making good deeds, well, you were doing your best. Kadrayan Hardy for $5. You forget you can't have same-sex relationships because of China. So how are they going to make CM and Valkyrie have a relationship. Oh, it'll be insinuated. They might have a little peck on the cheek and then they'll edit it out in China. Escapada Engineer for $5. The WandaVision surprise cameo will be Doug Ray Scott as Wolverine, who sold his soul to Mephisto to escape Batwoman. That would be good. That would be good. Good one. Remind Ryan that he left his thong after his night's pole dancing class. I will, Deuce Coop, for £5. Will Radcliffe for $5. Please give a shout out to The Whisper King, my series of dark fantasy novels. Check out The Whisper King. Where? Amazon? Hopefully it's Amazon. Thanks for the great stream from Timothy Wolf. Wolf, you are welcome. Thanks for being here and making it a great stream, because it's not a great stream without you guys. Gina's family owns Caesars Entertainment, the largest gaming corporation in the world. She doesn't have to be afraid of Disney. Says go pro bro for $4.99. No, she doesn't. But there is a lot of very independently wealthy people who shit their pants over these corporations. Zack Snyder doesn't ever need to work again. His wife's a producer. She probably makes more money than he does. Jon Favreau never needs to work another day in his life again. Yet, silence, or they are forced to say things. Mud Crab, and you know what it's for? You know what it's for? Sorry, Mud Crab, I'll get right back to you. It's the same thing that they hold over the Access Media. It's access. It's access. Do you want to be in our club? Then you better do exactly what we say. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be part of any club where you have to do exactly what we say. By all means, disagree. By all means. But lockstep, no. The old man, Mud Crab for $5 Australian. I love you guys. I love all you guys in a creepy and inappropriate way. But Saturday morning here, need to go outside while the sun shines. Screw Disney. Screw Disney. Brando Commando for $2. The reason why Favreau keeps getting talked about is because politically he's either a conservative or a libertarian. He's friends with Vince Vaughn and hired similar people for the Mando. He's also Jewish. So there's and then it says the post was about that. That could be a possibility. That could be a possibility. I at least think he practices common sense. But again, it's like what Eric July said last night, and what I said. Yeah, there has to be a time when we speak up, but we don't know what that time is going to be. We don't know. Zach Richmond for $10. Will any of you guys still be watching Mandalorian or any other Filoni stuff? Seems to me that season 2 is a perfect place to stop. It is. No, I won't be watching any of that stuff. It doesn't interest me in the least bit. The old man. Hail gang, researching best places to relocate in Texas, looking to move the fam in under 2 years, and we vote red. The old man, I'll let you know what I find out in a couple of weeks. Zach Richmond, thank you for the super chat. Celtic Cross Studios for $5. I will never forgive George Lucas for selling Star Wars to Disney. Well, yeah. And he made a lot of money off it. I did a video on it. Check out my last video. Ed Starr for $50. Smile, everybody. It's the Valentine's Day, President's Day 2021 combo weekend. We are family. We are. Mike Trout for $25. Can you please put even 30 minutes of research into how Disney puts sex stuff and occult open and hidden into everything? It will pay off in spades. The anti-conservative due to anti-Christian, as Disney is legit occult pagan 100%. Mike Trout, I mean, thanks for the shout out, and maybe you're talking to the people in the chat. I have put in plenty of research into that stuff. I once in a while do a show called The Exozone. Hopefully someday I'll be able to do more of it, but right now time is just crazy. And yeah, I know about that stuff, and I love a good conspiracy theory, and I believe in UFOs and stuff like that. And I know what Disney has done, and I know about their past. I most definitely do. There's a lot of stuff out there, but do I buy everything? No, I don't. Zach Richmond for $5. Do you think someone at Lucasfilm is gonna get chewed out by Chapek or Iger or whoever is running the show for firing her? Nope. They are gonna get backed up. Unfortunately, Hushin for 50 Canadian pesos. First super chat ever. Never giving Disney another dime. I'm just going to pirate all of their shit from now on. Well, I'm not going to judge you for that. Christian Jones for $10. Daily Wire has an opening crawl spoof now. LOL. Oh, that's good. That's good. Gary D. It's Gary D344 for $10. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. Newbaum Turk. If you play Tom McDonald, you have to play his newer video canceled. It's more appropriate for the past few days of news. And we did eventually play it. Yes, we did. Ace 1589 2001 for $10. Let's be honest. It's not Get Woke, Go Broke anymore. It's Get Woke or we will send Riot Squad to your place of business and kill your staff to the sounds of thunderous applause from the media machine. Yeah, not going to argue with that. Callista Hobbs for $14.99. If you were to call out an SJW in real life, they will check it out completely because they don't have their security of a phone with them to call the person out. They need to be put in check. They are cowards. It's always a cowardly move. Disney Plus is in addition. I'm trying to find the strength to walk away. Says A Sticks for $50. It's hard to walk away from things you used to love, but maybe it's a little easier recognizing that they are not the things you loved. John Hollow, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Nato A, thank you for the $20. I appreciate it. Those are both donations. Jeremy Baxendell for $15. If you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Ben Kenobi and Gina, apparently. Ryuke Kaizuko for $5. Made a picture for you and linked it in the chat, but can't put it here. LOL for the Republic. Yeah, you can't put pictures in the chats. It's not like Discord, unfortunately. Southeastern Kaiju for $2. The mob cancels those they can't beat fairly. Exactly. None your business for $20. This ultimately and truly is good against, it's good be evil, but I think he meant to say good versus evil. Yep. Good versus evil, he says. Oh, you didn't have to put another $5. Even I would have figured it out. G-Man for $5. Gary, I don't want to alarm you, but Witcher 3 gets much harder once you get out of the room. I don't know if I want to play it now. John Parson, please keep in mind that wokeness started in K-12 school. Yes, it did. Yellow Flash 2 for $5. For your Disney needs, sail the 7 seas. Yes. Black Tiger double, and thanks, Yellow Flash. Awesome. Black Tiger 001 for 10 Canadian pesos in Drumhead, TNG. There are two great Picard quotes. First, about freedoms being trodden on. Second, about evil is easy to see when it twirls its mustache. Those who dress in good deeds are well hidden. Indeed. GBOF Sid for $5 Australian. Read Harrison Bergeron by Kurt Vonnegut. It's scary, eerie. I do need to read that one. I do. You are correct. Ninja Gato. My daughter is in a third grade, and they spend more time talking about social justice than learning about math, science, or real history. Not this made-up SJW history. Of course we live in California. Of course you do. Thank you for the $9.99. Starhawks1 for $5. I'm a libertarian PhD student, and I absolutely cannot express my views without facing genuine consequences. Left-wing politics has permeated science. That is scary. That is scary. San Antonio Rose. Regarding this week's WandaVision episode, I must assure you the panel that all kind of stuff happened, y'all. Yeah, and then it didn't. I thought WandaVision sucked, personally. The hill is named Old Smoky. Says Cocknor for $2. Thank you. And that's probably the hill that Disney's going to die on. The Italian Stallion. The Italian Stallion, $4.99. Jeremy disappeared to spray garlic on his Kathleen Kennedy cutout. Yes, he did. How'd you guess? Blues Bros, $6.20 for $5. Tuned into WandaVision this morning and had the same lackluster reaction knowing what they did to Gina. The babyface 90-second recap was much better. It was. Face E055. I don't know what that's supposed to say. Sorry. $5. Kick this bundle of sticks, Ryan, and give the dog his spot. I love Ryan. He's not a bundle of sticks. Canada Dry for 5 Canadian pesos. A fun night dedicated to Gina. No Batwoman, Marvel, etc. A great stream with just the personalities rolling, just missing some Jeremy SJW voice. He came out with it eventually. Frank Sarko for $5. Mainstream media has multiple R words on screen at one time, and they never get demonetized. Utter hypocrisy. This is true. Eric Weinberg for $2. No ghosting here. Watching since minute 0. Thank you for letting us know. HBG3 for $5. As the great Donald J. Trump once said, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Diamond Talks for $5. Stop the Disney Plus steal. LOL. PS. Was a dinner donated earlier? I don't know. Michigan, thank you again. eStack 1093 for $5. Michigan has senior homework to watch NWA F the Police, and they wanted them to march. Ugh. Jester of Roanoke for $5. Star Wars is a money pit. Unwanted toys, PR disasters, millions on a Star Wars land flop. Investors should worry. How much lost before Kennedy is fired? A lot more, apparently. Shogun Gaming, thank you for the 14 Danish krona. The Invisible Man for $5. Gary, not trying to stir up anything, but curious are your thoughts on Doomcock's rumors. He often feels wrong. Does he have legit sources? Feels fake. Invisible Man, I've talked to, I'm pretty open about the rumor stuff when it comes to Star Wars. I generally don't buy a lot of that stuff as far as his sources are concerned. I know nothing about them. I know nothing about them. We don't really talk about it that much. But he states he has multiple sources from inside the industry. And that's a very different YouTubing than what I do. I'll talk about the stuff once in a while, but I'll tell you what, I don't think there's a Disney Civil War. I don't think they're erasing any Disney trilogy. I don't think there's a Lucas cut, and I definitely don't think Kathleen Kennedy's getting fired anytime soon. Hope I'm wrong about all of it. I do. Adrienne Barrera for $2. Hail, Gary. From the frozen lands of Houston, Texas. That's right. And it got really fucking cold in Texas. Hi, Adrian. Polaris sucks. Do you prefer YouTube or Streamlab donations? F Disney. Well, yeah, Streamlab. It circumvents YouTube completely. The Kingslayer for $4.99. Hi, Gary. Why don't you like Return of the Jedi besides the Ewoks? You got it wrong. I love Return of the Jedi, except the Ewoks. I don't like the Ewoks. I don't think it fits in. I think it turns the story too kiddie, and it goes against, and that's Gary Kurtz missing. It's kind of a mess of a movie if you look at it. If you really look at it, it's a little bit of a mess of a movie, and it had a lot to do with Richard Marquand, who apparently the cast didn't like, and Gary Kurtz being gone. It's still a classic Star Wars movie. Half of it is gorgeous. But no, it's my third favorite Star Wars movie. Empire's my first, A New Hope. Star Wars is my second. Return of the Jedi, of course, is my third. Thor Odin's son. Favreau, Filoni have to get Gina back. Otherwise, they're asking for the woke mob to cancel Burr and Rosario. And they're next. They lost Rangers of the New Republic. They're in danger of losing Ahsoka too. Yes, they are, Thor. Will Gentry for $5. My friend, you know I love you, but you might want to spell incompetent correctly in the title. Yeah, I've missed it, but I fixed it. When you're going after Lucasfilm's incompetence, and I did. Sporking News Podcast for $5. Been a while since I could catch a nooner. Only bonus so far from getting a vasectomy. Yikes, Sporking. I remember when you got that. Yeah, like the biggest difference between me and Lucasfilm and their incompetence is like I'm just a guy and I make mistakes all the time and I can completely cop to them. Yes, I misspelled incompetent when calling out somebody for incompetent, but I'm not consistently incompetent with my material. We need to get one of those jars of Lucas's head because the moment he dies, they'll definitely remake it. Oh, Storyman Jack, I think they'll remake it when he's still alive. That's me. Thank you for the $5. Darth Mick for $5. All of Disney's old stuff is not original either. Cinderella, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, this is true. And that's not even their oldest stuff. Well, some of it is. They didn't invent any of these things. This is true. Thank you for the $5.
And our next question today, Mr. Chapek, comes from David Almasi from Alexandria, Virginia. Please go ahead.
Hi there. It's clear that there's a new blacklist punishing conservatives in the entertainment industry. Disney Plus actors Pedro Pascal and Gina Carano tweeted similar analogies of current political events to Nazi Germany. Yet only Carano, who is considered a conservative, was fired from The Mandalorian. Regarding Disney and a blacklist, this is the way?
I don't really see Disney as characterizing itself as left-leaning or right-leaning.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Yet instead standing for values that are universal, values of respect, values of decency, values of integrity, and values of inclusion. And we seek to have not only how we operate, but the content that we make reflective of the rich diversity of the world that we live in. And I think that's a world that we all should live in harmony and peace. Thank you for your question. Next question, please.
Talk to me like that, you little piece of shit. Get the Now, do we have a problem?
No, sir. No, Mr. Mouse. No, Mr. Mouse.
Oh, that's good, because I thought we had a problem for a minute there, huh? All right, now, get out there and make me some goddamn money, huh?
Hi. What's up, Brian? How's it going, baby boy?
Oh, fuck! Who did that? Fuck!
Fuck all of you! God damn it!
So I'm gonna slap you. You
That's
little shit. Hi, everyone. I got mad at my kid today. I feel terrible when I do that. I feel terrible. But he did something he wasn't supposed to do. You know, he was doing what every kid is doing with these Zoom classes, right?
No, you can't do that because I'm amazing.
What? Gets bigger when I pull on it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good.
So I walked into his room and he's like,
Oh my god!
dude. Shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
All right, on the donation side, and these are difficult to read because they split words up. They only put a certain amount of characters in a very short space, so forgive me in advance. A scapegoat for $5. For the nice, well-spoken beard man, thank you very much. $5, Josiah Fitch. They view us as consumers for their platforms when they should view us as customers for their products they create. The amount of genuine creatives in that space is dwindling, and it is. It is. There's only a finite number of creative people out there, and there's too much stuff. There's so much white noise. Gerald Armstrong for $5. Gary, I got some Disney stock. Should I hold long term or dump? I would hold on to it. It's going up. It's going up. But I would wait. As long as they're getting a government assistance and they can play this corporate shell game for a little while, and we're in fairyland with freaking magic fairyland with money, I would say hold tight. Halfway through this administration, I don't know. I'm the worst person to ask for stock. I say buy land, buy tangibles. That's me. A scapegoat, once again, for $6.07. Okay, this Streamlab thing works. Nice. I hate the Google Kraken and its payment method. Sorry, my phone turned on. Here again, a small simp money. Here is again some small simp money from a longtime watcher. Thank you. And thank you, phone, for turning on and then turning off. Cardwitch for $3. Gary, I'm a true blue or red in my country lefty. I don't agree with what Gina said, but what happened to her is ridiculous. These idiots don't realize how much they are hurting their own cause by silencing voices like this. Very upset. Yes, Cardwitch. It hurts everybody's cause, and it hurts the discourse, which is impossible right now. Josiah Finch for $5. Politics ruins everything, and identity politics ruins absolutely everything. How do we come back? Start creating alternatives to these products? Yes, eventually, yes. Ray J's World for $5. What are your thoughts on Allegiance Arts doing exclusive comics with Walmart? I don't have a problem with it. I think we need to get more comics everywhere. Is Allegiance Arts, is that the Brightwisers? Is that the Brightwisers? If it's the Brightwisers, they need to get their books to their backers. That's what I would say. Man of War 665, Neighbor of the Beast. Gary, seconding the recommendations of possibly having Casimir Urbanski, RPG pundit, as a possibility for Friday Night Tight. Sent you an email, got the email with a link to a sample of his roasts of SJW Obliteration and the TTRPG hobby. My thanks to the original SCer for the tip. Excellent. Yes. Super chatter. Yes. And I did get that. And yeah, we need to book a lot of people out, especially before I get on vacation. Nate for $10. Gary, Disney World has Tom Sawyer Island. One of the boats to take you to the island is called Injun Joe, guy from the books. Disney has that in a park, but Gina can't say good things, and F off people that say she made a mistake. She didn't. No, she didn't make a mistake. Trent Johnson, how long did it take to grow your beautiful beard? About where it's at right now. I mean, this is 2 years straight, but lots of trimming. When it gets out this far, it's about 6 months, I think. 6 months. Thanks. Cody for $1. Gary, read Disney's Predator 5 early synopsis on Bloody Disgusting .com. Strong Comanche woman fights gender norms. Yes, I read this one, and I have heard of that. You don't leak the Gina news to save her job. You leak the news to push Lucasfilms to take embarrassing actions that blow up in their faces. Typical passive aggressive sabotage. Absolutely. And there's so much, there's no nuance to what Lucasfilm did. There's zero. Vigilante Williamson for $5. Thanks for the content. Shout outs. I appreciate it. I still not giving Google money. Good. Don't. And thank you for passing it on here. They don't get a cent. David Harvey for $50. I must be doing something right because I am getting attacked for not liking The Force Awakens because the Falcon went to a woman. My comments were never about that, but poor storytelling, in my humble opinion. And you would be correct, David. It is poor storytelling. And Rey is not a fully fleshed character. She's just this person called Rey who's really good at shit. Sandy Q, apologies if you already shared the plan, but when are you all rewatching Babylon 5 together? I think we could all use some joy. We will be reviewing it, Az and I, on The Real BBC starting in April. That's going to be weekly, and we already started. I watched The Gathering, and I liked it. I did, and I've since watched some since then, and I'm going to save it for that live stream, but I am enjoying it. I am enjoying the show. Sarah B for $5. Hail, Gary. Adult pretenders and SJWs are like Cinderella's stepsister. They have everything, wealth, position, and favor, but they had to destroy what their sister had because jealousy and dissatisfaction with themselves planted and fed roots of bitterness. Absolutely. Agent Rod for $5. According to Disney, women are allowed to have opinions as long as they match what Daddy Disney says they should be otherwise. They should otherwise be silent like a good girl. Yes. Sweetie, just stand over there in the corner. We got this for you. We're all about women empowerment. Man of War 665, the neighbor of the beast for 665. Wimps and posers leaving the hall. Man of War, the triumph of steel, 1992. Yes. The Opposition HQ for $1.50. Isn't it nice when Movie Bob calls for the arrest of everyone who differs from him? Gives that radio guy you watched on the real BBC a run for his money. Yeah, Movie Bob's unhinged. Leroy Lyon for $10. Last week I canceled and demanded a refund. I was expected to get prorated, seeing that I used the service since it started. The rep gave it all back. Well, damn. Yes, and I did read that one. I think I'm rereading. All right, yeah, so I'm rereading some of these now, and we will go back to the super chats. Back to the super chats. And we're going to start with Dan C. for £5. Remember the days when you saw Lucasfilm at the start of a movie and it made you feel good? It's starting to feel like a very long time ago. Adios Disney Plus, says Brian Yaka for $5. RS for $4.99. I never believed there was a civil war at Lucasfilm. The cancer is embedded in the walls and stems from Kathleen Kennedy. Favreau is just a hired gun. F Lucasfilm, Disney. Indeed. Big Worm for $10. Hail, Gary. How can I read all of the X-Men comics chronologically without spending a fortune? I covet your love for comics and want to give it a shot with you about enthusiasm. R.E. Gina, live long and prosper. And you did get my answer, Big Worm. And my answer was to go find the CD-ROMs, and you can get like 500 issues on CD-ROM. I think it'll probably cost you, at the time it was like $30. I think it's like $300 now, but that's the price of like one Silver Age book. Jane Theory for $5. We love Jane Theory. We love her voice. I love the sound of her voice, but I love her voice and her opinion. When will Disney learn that they actually need fans to survive? How much more money must they lose? A lot more, Jane. A lot more. Kit Kat for 20 pounds. Every success to Gina for her new film project, The Daily Wire. Every success to Gina in her new film project with The Daily Wire. This is the future of pop culture, independent publishing and filmmaking marketed on the internet. The sort of thing will grow and expand. It will. And it needs to start somewhere, and we need to be patient. The Opposition headquarters for £5. The way I'm feeling, I want The Mandalorian to get nuked so we can finally scrap Star Wars forever. It's dead. It's done. May it rest in peace. What are we going to get with The Mandalorian Season 3? It's 2 years away. Maybe we get nothing. Gerard Garvin for $5. If you strike me down, I should become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Obi-Wan Carano. Indeed. Yes, I tweeted that out. It's good saying, and it's true. John Parson, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Darth Romanok for $3.99. Gizmo is better than Baby Yoda. Make Gremlins 3. I love that take. Gizmo rocks. Cracklin for $9.99. Also, sad to discover that Pedro Pascal is a woke jerk, similar to when I found out Mark Hamill wanted his son's girlfriend to abort his grandchild. Makes it hard to enjoy Star Wars. Yes, it does. It really does. That was wow. Phoenix Tangent. Hail, Gary. Hashtag we love Gina Carano. She's doing what you guys and comic skaters are doing, producing her own content. Yes. And yes, I am producing my own content here. I am. Yes, I talk about other things. It's still content. Ryukai Kayozuko. Award shows are just celeb circle jerks anyway. Yeah, I've felt that before I had a channel. I haven't liked them since Weinstein took over the Academy Awards. I never liked him. When the Communist Party tried to take over Hollywood, unions and disseminate propaganda. When the Communist Party tried to take over Hollywood unions and disseminate propaganda, Walt Disney was one of the leaders of the fight to prevent it. That's why lefties hate him and call him a fascist. He was a patriot. Yes. And based on what they're doing to Dr. Seuss, they should cancel their own company. Brinstar for 10 Canadian pesos. Cancel culture is fanned by the flames of political extremism. Extremism. When the right gets more extreme, the left gets more extreme, and vice versa. Want less cancel culture, be less extreme politically. Totally agree with that. We need to get rid of the right-left dynamic, period. Vote by the issue. Vote independent. Be an independent. It takes more work, and I need to work more at it too, and I'm going to practice what I preach on that one. Randomize for $4.99. Let's sit back and watch Disney self-destruct into a mushroom cloud. Hail to you, Gary, and hail Doomcock. Hope you're feeling better soon. And Doomcock is feeling better nowadays. John Wayne, $9.99. I do not typically want non-Southerners moving to Florida, but I wish you would. St. Cloud is nice and close to the attractions. Thanks, John. That's nice. I appreciate that. I take that as high praise. Friends of Abe was the Secret Cons group. The Secret Cons group. Dimension X for $1.99. There you go. Ben Menkovich of TMC has always railed on about the dark 1950s blacklist in Hollywood. We've heard crickets from his like about the current blacklist. Yep. That's what we've heard. M. Tax Shark. Thank you. Valiant Renegade for $5. Hollywood are the aliens from They Live, and they think we're empty-headed cows grazing mindlessly on their product. Consume, stay asleep. They really do. They really do think we're a bunch of cows, sheep. Gary, Equalizer Episode 2. I think it's the greatest show in the history of television. If you want to escape the Equalizer, all you need to do is run. Thank you for £5. Indeed. And this was sent to me by Michael. This is amazing. And this is actually, did I mention I didn't have this one? I have most of these. And this is one of the ones I don't have. I love these things. So thank you. Badass. I almost want to take it out. I almost do. I like taking them out of package, but I won't. Okay. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. And what we're going to do is try to keep them to an hour and get them out more often and get a little extra in the can. It's just been a really busy week, and God, there was the internet drama. That's why I hate internet drama, man. It's so distracting. I just wanted to kick back and review the Snyder Cut. And holy shit, my phone has been jumping off for 2 days straight. And I'm sure Jeremy's is 18 times as worse, maybe 19, maybe 20 times as worse. I'm not really sure. But I love Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. I love the Geeks and Gamers crew. I fully support them. And I'm really proud that they were able to raise $80,000 in charity. What Zack Snyder said, what he did was fucked up. It was fucked up. There's no two ways about it. If Zach comes out later and qualifies his statement, that would be nice. And I said that in a live stream today. That would probably help a lot. Listen, I am under no illusions here. I know what Hollywood thinks of us. But I also know that not everyone in Hollywood thinks of us that way. Most, yes. The people in power, well, they don't know. They're only know what they're told. Now, they are paying attention because WB, and this is out there, folks, didn't want Geeks and Gamers and Jeremy involved. They are scared of Geeks and Gamers. That should tell you something. You know what it tells you? That you are effective as a fan. You know what? The access media, the toxic access media, have been wrong, and they've always been wrong. They fear you, and the reason they're afraid of you is not because You're fucking alt-right, which they know is a lie too. It's all about optics and semantics. It's not even a battle for the truth. It's the perception of the truth. Everybody knows what the truth is, but they're just battling. It's almost like life is a court of law, right? And everything has to be, just provable by sight, and nuance doesn't matter. Well, we're not living in a court of law. We're living in life where nuance does matter. It does matter. So, Zach came in and shit on a charity stream that was meant to support a suicide prevention charity. Now, Zack Snyder lost his daughter to suicide. So am I going to be that hard on him? I can be, yes. But I can also separate. I could still have empathy for the man, and I could be upset for a single occurrence. As far as everything else, man, tune in to Friday Night Tights. It's going to be a hot one. We got Eric July coming on. Everybody who comes on the Friday Night Tights in the past, in the future, in the present is free to say what they want on my channel. So don't hold back. And they know this. I tell them this every time. They know it. So tune in. It should be fun. Yes, I'm going to watch the Snyder Cut and review it. And yes, the WandaVision review, I don't care how, it's going to be stale as hell. I got to finish it. I've been just interrupted with stupid Disney Star Wars and stuff like that. So that's going to come out too. So thank you everyone who has donated and super chatted. I'm sorry this is slow as hell, but this way is the best way. This is the way. Just read them all again, and that way you get an extra bang for your buck. So until next time, not all who wander are lost, and may the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
Nerdrotic.com.